Alright, ready?
Yes, I am.
Time to carry on. Mignana!
Manana!
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Attempt to establish contact. Oh, we can also talk about the guy whose door we opened.
Listen, brother, there's something important I need to talk to you about.
What's that, boy? Yeah?
He tilts his head slightly.
Now's your chance. Remember, communists are notoriously skittish, so it's best to insinuate your way in.
I'm investigating a particular smell. One with revolutionary implications.
But a secret cabal of more people. I literally just saw what that one said.
Could be coming from one of the jam lorries. Cargo's been sitting out for a while.
He sniffs the air and looks toward the roundabout.
Oh my god, I just saw number one and it sounds so sexual! I'm looking for a secret cabal of mole people!
You might have to look elsewhere for help with that.
He scratches his chin.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
I'm looking for some people who really need to grind a sausage, if you know what I mean.
Have you tried a butcher shop?
He looks at you with perfect equanimity? Equanimity? Yeah, there we go. Equanimity.
Okay, maybe it's time to abandon the subtle approach.
But we should keep going, Rhetoric.
What I'm trying to say is, I'm looking for communism. You know any?
Ah, now I see. Can't say I'm surprised. You seem to take your communism seriously. Not a bad thing, mind you. It's good for a man to take time to think about the whole socio-political world picture.
Oh, he certainly likes to take his time with things, especially when politics are at issue.
Oh my god, Kim.
So you've given up coughing and now you're hunting comunistas. Care to say why?
Honestly, I've had a weird dream, and now I need to get to the bottom of it.
Chasing a dream, huh? I have to respect that, boya.
He gives you a small salute.
I wish I could help. Unfortunately, I don't know many comunistas.
I thought you union guys were all communists.
Some are, some aren't. It's a big institution, room for all kinds. Comunistas, feminist supremacists, even an anti-institutional boyadero.
There is warmth in his voice when he talks about the Union. Whatever his personal politics, this is his home. Alright, so if he isn't personally a communist, he's definitely hanging out with them.
Ah, but you know, I did meet a genuine ideologo a few months ago. Perhaps he's your guy.
How did you meet him?
It was late one night as I was leaving the arbor. He was waiting on the corner in a bright white jacket, classic Sarameritian style. He asked me for a light. We shared cigarettes. Then he asked me if I ever thought about getting into some of the extra physical branches of communism.
See, all this political chit-chat is just an excuse to rip tar with strangers. Let's say we just skip right to the good part then.
Hang on. What did he mean by the extra physical branches of communism?
No idea. I took it to mean he was asking me to join some sort of underground cell. A very old school organizing technique. The sort of thing comunistas used to do before the revolution.
And what did you tell him?
The same thing I always tell people who try to press some claim on me. I said, every boyadero rides alone.
And what is an ideological?
You know, a guy with a theory. Someone who likes to pit his theory against other theories in deadly theory combat.
Theory combat. I do like
Theory combat! Okay, how do I find this guy?
I couldn't tell you. Once I declined his offer, we finished our cigarettes and he disappeared back into the night. Just before he melted into the shadows, he turned to me and said, "Remember Dobrava and Abba Danais." And then he was gone.
Who are Dobivera and Abanis? I'm botching those names!
I'm pretty sure he means Diabora and Babidi.
I don't know. Guess not everyone remembers.
A tight smile
what?
crosses his face.
What do you think it means?
Been wondering about that myself. Some comunista inside talk could be. Not meant for the wider public. They love that kind of thing. You'd have to ask someone who knows the ideologo personally. I have to say though, it sounds like you found yourselves a proper hunt.
The man whispers a jaunty tune. A coastal breeze ruffles his hair.
So, this is one thing I've heard about, and I'm guessing this is what it is. Based on like whatever ideology Harry here follows, he gets something that would be considered like a spirit quest, I guess you could say.
Oh.
And I'm thinking this is the communist one. I think the other one would have been like the money grubber one.
The weasel I visited. Turns out he had one hell of a mug colonial mug collection.
The janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
A man with a funny mug collection can't be that bad.
Remember that they were very racist mugs. I don't know if you want to go down that route or not.
Oh, you're right. They kind of.
Yeah, number 2 kind of spells it out. The racist mugs.
Oh, yeah. Let's go with number 2.
Gonna say it?
Okay. See how we're busy concentrating on the racist mugs? That's what the ruling class wants.
Yeah, it would be really bad if we got into an argument about it. Waste of a good noon. Or afternoon. Or night. Anyway, thanks for helping out, friend.
Alright, well, that's all Mignon's got for us.
Yep. Everard!
Everard! We keep getting distracted by things, Everard. We need to tell you that we signed we got people to sign some papers that you wanted.
And it should be with you shortly.
It totally wasn't us forging signatures, I swear.
Yeah, of course.
So does the door have another chance to open?
You're back before the cargo container.
28%
Its draw
now.
has not lessened since
1
you
in
were
4.
last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
We have a rhetoric, right?
We have a couple, I want to say. Let's see here. Rhetoric. I want to say we have like 1 or 2. Got a lot of drama.
Yeah. Or no rhetoric. There it is.
1. We got 1.
You're back before the cargo container.
That's
Its draw
better
has
than
not
1 in 3.
lessened
That's
since
just
you were
under
last
a
here.
coin toss.
If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
Screw it. Let's do it.
Let's roll those dice.
Yes.
No!
As it's always been, it's impossible to open a container with the rhetoric.
Alright. Well, we're real close. We have a skill point. We could boost it and retry again.
Okay, let's boost your rhetoric.
You're back before the cargo
58.
container. Its draw has
let's
not
try
lessened
it!
since you were last here. If despite
Yes!
the dirt that surrounds
Oh,
a beacon of
What's inside?
I'm so excited for this.
Hello? Is there anybody in there?
Because this is just going to open up a whole new bag of worms.
The
Is it
doors
an alien?
silent.
You're not... I think you asked this before, and I said you're not that far off.
It's a
Can you fight,
fourth
detective?
dimensional being.
You're not that far off.
What?
A wry smile crosses the lieutenant's face.
Try again.
If there's somebody in there, I'd like to talk to you.
Just like that, you hear a click, then a rattle.
It's a
Someone
cryptid!
locks itself inside the door.
Maybe.
Ahoy! Come on in! What? What?
What? I kind of disappointed they spoil it with the portrait right away.
What?
What? What about it?
What?
What about it?
Mega rich light bending guy?
Yeah?
Are we going to go in?
I was wondering if you had more questions before we did. Or if you just want to go ahead and go in.
I think I have one question.
Sure.
What?
Well, I think things will explain themselves once we get inside.
You can't be serious.
What?
Fucking Kim. In we go.
What? Where are we?
We're in a cargo container. What aren't you getting?
What?
The man stands at the far end of the shipping container. It's hard to say anything more about him. You cannot make out any of his details, but you do feel the overwhelming presence of capital.
Also, why is our money all weird?
What?
The feeling causes all the hairs on your body to stand at attention, like soldiers preparing for review.
Squint.
Something amiss. The light beams bend around his face and scatter in 1,000 directions. It seems the laws of physics do not apply here. They are suspended, distorted, and echo.
Do you see why I said you're not that far off?
Trying
What?
to visualize the physics at play is liable to give you an aneurysm. Don't think about it too hard.
How far were we from impossible?
Really far off. That ain't happening.
Wow.
I'm curious what happens if you would succeed.
Huh.
In the general stillness, only your tongue moves, flickering as you utter.
What? Wow!
Welcome. Come in. Make yourself at home. Sorry, I'm not better able to receive you. I wasn't expecting visitors today.
So he's Russian.
Hear him. Exactly. Yet
Maybe.
you're able to understand every word he says. It is very strange. An overwhelming hum covers everything. Voice doesn't escape from him.
Now, what can I do for you, gentlemen?
What you can see of his body appears composed in a sharp summer suit and yacht shoes.
Oh, we should really get back to our investigation, Kim!
Do you really want to leave already? Or do you want to
No,
discover what
no.
the fuck is going on here?
Yes? Yes? Who are you?
Who am I? Oh, haven't been asked that question for such a long time. I don't meet a lot of people outside my circle these days. Anyhow, my name is Rustam Diodore, investor, license holder, and extremely high net worth individual. And you are?
Mr. Diodore, I am Lieutenant Kim Kitsuragi of the RCM, and this is my partner.
The name's Raphael and Lucius Cousteau. Most likely.
Pleasure to meet you, Raphael. I'm surprised in a positive manner, you understand, about your exceedingly high net worth name.
Ooh.
It is not.
Poor Kim.
Oh, don't you worry, Lieutenant. I can tell a good man when I see one.
Ooh.
How did you become so rich?
Oh Lord, not this again.
What's the matter, Kim?
Oh, nothing. It's just that we've got this murder to solve, and yet you go around asking everyone about the money. And every time I ask, are you sure this is related to the case? You say, sure, Kim, I think it is. And yet, it never seems to get us any closer to solving the
This
case.
is very important, Kim. All right. I know I don't have to pay for room and board anymore, but this is still very important.
It's quite alright. I'm used to the question by now. To be blunt, I inherited my fortune from my grandmother, who herself was an extremely high net worth individual back in Graz. All I did was take her fortune and invest it prudently. Believe it or not, it takes more than a bit of skill not to blow a vast fortune on sailing boats, bad choices, and unsupervised state policy.
And blow. Actually, at the level this guy is, it takes several generations to do that. But, alright.
What's it like being an extremely high net worth individual?
I gotta tell you, at first, being rich is a lot of work. You've got to work hard because everything's so darn expensive. You know, prices increase exponentially at this income level. But then, once you've reached my position, it's nearly impossible for me not to make money. My assets are so diversified that I'm bound to come out ahead no matter what.
You know, unless they stop letting you slip through by not paying your taxes, but okay.
Some of my
Yeah.
lower
And even then,
net
it wouldn't be
friends
matter.
say to me, but doesn't that take all the fun out of it? And I tell them, not really.
Ooh.
Don't you think that you should use your great wealth for the glory of your fatherland?
Which one? Revachol, where I nominally reside, or Gra, where my father immigrated from, or Ildekashebro, where I've registered my shell companies.
Of course.
For mighty Revachol, of course.
Listen, Mr. Cousteau, Raphael, if I may. If capital and nationalism went hand in hand, there'd be no need to ask the question. States are akin to boulders in a river, slowing the free flow of ideas. Given enough time, the water will wear those boulders down.
Man, being a high net worth individual sounds great.
It is truly. It's almost entirely carefree. It really leaves you time to better yourself spiritually.
Hey, all this talk about money has made you lose the thread. What is going on with the light in this place? That's
There's something strange about you.
What do you mean?
His essence seems to signify actual surprise.
I don't know how to put it, but you look somehow a little different.
Are you talking about my chin?
Ooh. Yeah, it's a chin.
No. I mean, I can't even see you. It's as if something is happening to the light.
Is the dark coming? Quick, somebody get a keyblade in here.
Oh,
Wow.
that's what
The darkness.
Oh God.
I've heard of this effect, though I've never witnessed it myself, of course. It has something to do with our Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient.
The Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient is a ratio designed to reflect the difference in net worth between individuals. When the coefficient is close to 1, or 100%, it means one person possesses all the net worth among that group of individuals. It's been observed that when the Weiss-Wiesemann coefficient reaches about 0.96 or so, the laws of physics begin to bend around the high net worth individual.
So go ahead. I want to hear this.
So are you telling me that you're so rich that the light literally bends around your face?
Among other things. But calm down. I am but a lowly single-digit billionaire.
So
Okay.
So here's what I'm curious about, right? If he's calling himself a slowly single-digit billionaire, and this is what's happening, what the fuck happens when somebody's even more rich than that?
Time and space bends around you.
Like, are we walking on ceilings all of a sudden? Like, what's going on?
Maybe the moon starts to take effect, and sea moon phase 3.
Oh boy.
Oh
no.
I can't remember his name.
Isn't it Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, I think. I'm calm.
That's good.
Made in heaven.
That was it.
Okay, Kim, are you seeing all this weird stuff?
I see nothing of the sort. To be frank, all I see is a gentleman who's unusually well dressed for Martinez, in a cargo container, which I admit is odd.
Kim's richer than us! He's got more money than we do! He doesn't see this insanity!
Yes, I imagine that does look strange to you, my container.
What are you doing in this container?
Traveling. This is a great way to get around. It's fun, it's safe, and it gives me lots of time to think. By the way, let me now ask you a question. Where are we exactly?
In the very, very early days of colonizing this
Oh
archipelago,
my god, these
the kingdom
encyclopedia
of Sirene,
checks.
a precursor
Yes!
of a modern
Just keep
solar clay,
drowning me in
used to own the
experience.
city of Rochelle, an obscure detail in the bigger picture, but still worth dropping.
How far? Already at 38 again. Jesus Christ.
Awesome. We're in Martinez. There's a cool church here. Number 4?
Oh, is it number 4? Yep, there it is.
Was it Krasmazu that said, religion is parolidon for the masses? He may have been a commoner, but we're in agreement about that. Still, I imagine the architecture is quite lovely. It's a shame I can't get out and explore myself. One of the downsides of being an extremely high net worth individual is that mobs of low net worth individuals are constantly banding together to ask for money.
Ooh.
Wait, why don't you help them? You've got so much money, it can't make a difference to you.
There simply aren't enough hours a day to hand out all the handouts. It's like feeding seagulls. There are always more, and they never seem to do anything interesting with it, except more seagulls. Spending money is a matter of desire. I'm sure you agree. I don't have the desire for spending it like that.
So, you travel from place to place via shipping container.
Smart, you know? It also provides a means to hide from all the targeted advertising we extremely high net worth individuals are constantly subjected to.
What?
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 Huh.
Luxury yachts, high portable radio systems, fail-proof outerwear, and so on. It just gets a bit middle class after a while. A bit bourgeois.
These things all sound pretty nice.
Don't get me wrong. They're nice things. But once you achieve a certain level of wealth, your time and mental space become much more important than material goods.
He speaks from the heart. He has very different problems compared to low net worth individuals such as yourself. For example, no problems at all.
Ah, so you're saying being rich isn't worth the hassle?
What? No, I did not say that at all. Being rich is great. Just don't tell anyone I told you that.
We should get back to our investigation. Thank you for your time.
I really think we should push number 5.
Are you really sure?
I'm very sure. Because it opens up a whole kettle of worms. And by that I mean we're gonna have a couple more quests with this.
Okay, let's do number 5.
Could you please stop asking people for money? It does not reflect well on us. To be perfectly frank, we can't afford to look worse than we already do.
But Kim, we're in a container. Nobody can see us.
But Kim, I also can't afford to look any better than what I do now. That's why I need the money.
It's perfectly alright. Based on your appearance, I can tell I'm dealing with a smart man.
Oh no.
As you may know, us high net worth individuals do not have a lot of time. Investments and liquidity are enemies of one another. I think I only have coins for coffee machines. Here is 3 real. How much can you get for this?
No.
Thank you for your kindness.
You're welcome. You know,
Weird, the echo left. The
Yes.
eyes narrow and the light seems to bend more aggressively.
maybe you can make that money grow.
No, the art degree is backfiring! No!
We should get back to our investigation. Thank you for your time.
Thanks for stopping by.
What do we have? What do we have for consumption? Oh my god, look at us!
What? What?
I didn't know the light bending affected this screen.
What?
Drama, 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 drama. There's one. Do.
We can always come back to him.
We can. I'm just curious what it is if we get it all up to snuff. Alright, we only have enough to even it out. And what is it at currently? Nothing. We have not given it anything. Alright. Let's talk to you. Still 3%! Damn it.
Okay.
Alright, we got this.
It's clear you like the hard stuff, Brota.
Ooh.
The what? It sounds like my stomach is growling.
Evening falls. The time has come to take the vow.
The vows.
The vows of blood and flesh.
What?
What's going on with my lower intestine?
Lower intestine. The term is metabolic and circulatory system.
Okay, but what is the hard stuff?
Fascism, Brota.
Oh no. I mean,
What?
that'll give us a thought, but we don't need to do anything with it.
Okay, but what is fascism, though?
Many things, but it's mostly about trusting your gut. Who does your gut tell you is the source of Revachot's problems?
I thought you were my circulatory system.
Quit stalling, Bruiser. We're talking
Fuck
about
you, make
the
a choice.
weakest, worst, most insane thing. The weak link.
Financiers?
Yes, them. But also, Worman.
woman?
Women, men of Wu. You don't like them. They're insane. Their idiocy needs to be scrubbed off this world with rubbing alcohol. Wu men need to go back to the fucking kitchen. That's what fascism boils down to. The rest is also important. But the main thing is that Wu men need to know their place.
Am I having some kind of
I was going to say that!
Stomach truth. You're having a stomach truth.
Why am I getting this?
Because you've said the hard things that others won't say. The good things, you've said them many times.
Fascism sounds bad though. What if we call it like, traditionalism?
Okay, yes, let's call it that. Good thinking. That sounds much better. Traditionalism. You like the sound of that?
Okay, Stomach, I've made my mind about fascism.
You're going to keep your views, right? Keep your views, Brota.
Absolutely not. I'm not going to be played by an upset stomach.
All
There's a
right.
slow, painful growl somewhere in your intestines, knocking on your alcohol-engorged liver.
You want to know the best part?
Yes?
We could be a communistic fascist at the same time.
Interesting.
You can literally get those fighting ideologies and have them both equipped.
It is one of betrayal and disappointment.
All right, I guess we need to leave. We don't have enough conceptualization. Makes me sad. Got to invest in that shit, man. Got to prove to him that we have high net worth. All right, let me just like get.
Edward.
Yeah, no, hold on. I just want to see something. So anything that gives. Oh yeah, we need to boost it anyway for this thing.
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do is put back on my other stuff.
Conceptualization and encyclopedia.
Yeah, I've got both my encyclopedia gear on. All right, cool. And I've got the 2 conceptualizations on right now. Everhart, there's a rich man in one of your containers.
A super mega rich man.
He's bending the light and it scares me.
Yes, of course. Now we're on the right track.
Inhale.
It smells like we're getting crates and pallets calling to mind. Vast stands of winter pines. A
Oh God, the
swirl of
communists
ancient
again.
Odors absorbed
That's what this
by
is.
Heavy carbon fibers, but also a pervasive, treacly sweetness that somehow reminds you of cola nuts.
Okay.
The whole place could probably use a good deep cleaning.
Well, smelling much communism around the Union boss's office?
Hush, Tim.
Hush, Tim. Detecting.
Oh, that's good.
Meanwhile, Everard Clare clatters away on his typewriter, willfully indifferent to your presence.
This is not a fishing rod, is it? It's...
Mr. Dubois, I hear the meeting with Titus was a glowing success. That's such a relief. Titus can be a handful sometimes. Now, what can Everard Clare do for you today?
Remember that container I asked you about? Turns out there's a mega-rich light-bending guy inside.
Mega-rich light-bending guy? Oh my god. How did that get in there?
He's so rich, he could get it anywhere.
Damn it to hell, Harry. I specifically told my guys to check all the containers for mega-rich light-bending.
He's not buying your shit.
Kim, tell him he was there.
There was a guy in the container, but he didn't bend any light. That was in the detective's head.
What?
Honestly, guys, We might be moving all kinds of suspicious things through this harbor, but I won't be caught transporting the light-bending mega-rich. I have a reputation to protect.
The mega rich are people too. He was a nice man and gave me some stock tips.
No, they're not. They're vermin, and one just found a way inside my container. Soon, he'll bring the others. All 3 of them. Thank you for
What?
checking. I'll
There's
see you
more?
immediately.
There's 3?
There's more?
I shudder to think what you're going to tell me next, Harry.
I don't think he bought it.
It's done. I mailed the signatures you asked me to mail.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry. Of course, I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now.
16, okay.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
See, forging that signature really paid off. Well done, sire. By guile and deceit, you're in.
Can I get my gun now?
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me, but it had to be done.
Oh,
You bastard.
Your gun is with an old woman. I hear she's a character, so watch out.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with a woman who bought it from Roy.
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway, the neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debardeurs Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
She was waving it around at people?
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
We might be looking at someone with a medical history here. Watch out.
Who is the old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
oh, great.
Oh,
There it is again. The pigs. Like Roy said, not good at all.
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers on the corner of his mouth.
can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
Okay.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Did you kill the hangman? I mean, did you order the hangman killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
What did you gain from him being dead?
Why, a war, of course.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They're trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men. The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Yeah. Everyone hates them. except ultra-liberals, maybe. Which happens to be me.
You're not an ultra-liberal, Harry. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be a retard.
He smiles warmly.
So, why is that not censored, but F was?
Look, man, I'm not quite sure what the logic is for those choices.
Okay, how is this connected to the strike?
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not gonna give nothing. We're gonna take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're gonna take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no chance.
That's an expression?
Yeah?
Why are you telling me about your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start. It's already happening.
The signatures I got. I know you plan to force them out with the construction noise.
Harry, by now you should know I would never do anything tricky like that. However, if the construction noise and limited street access makes some people consider moving, well, let's just say there'll be freshly renovated buildings near the roundabout where those poor people can finally enjoy a significant uptick in quality of life. I'm talking real affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
The lieutenant says grimly.
You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. We are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez. And they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth center supermarket church complex.
Oh my god.
What?
Employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing.
Oh boy.
Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Low-income housing? Even if part of it is true, then why not?
I accept your salute, Harry. All of it is true. I've got the center, I've got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
Kuna, what did you do?
There is true indignation in his voice when he speaks about the state of things, and even a touch of pain. The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that. And then there will be a giant statue of him towering above it all.
But wait, why would you erect a statue to yourself?
It says, will you?
Okay, will you?
I wasn't sure if that changes the context. Okay. You to stick with it or not.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm not a symbolist, Harry. I'm a realist. My statue will be Martinez rebuilt. 5-story building complexes, kids off speed, and landowners in a zone hating me. That will be my statue. And yours. We're doing this together.
I knew you were up to something!
Damn right I'm up to something, Harry. I'm gonna make the working man as rich as Joyce Messier. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
A true flash of anger in him as he thinks of her.
How many of you guys are in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
Wow,
Ooh,
he knows his shit.
he's got his numbers. I'll give him that.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
What kind of bold new exotic revenue streams are we talking about?
Haven't you seen the crates outside, Harry? There's all sorts of fun stuff inside them. I mean, heck, this one has you and the lieutenant, me, and my novelty swordfish clock.
What about the light bending rich dude?
Yeah.
Did he just deflate slightly? Was there something he wanted you to ask about? Maybe you should come back if you learn something relevant and ask again.
Okay.
That's it for now.
Great, Harry, great. I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
I'm looking for a cell of underground communists. Can you help me?
Mr. Dubois, really? Do I look like a man who has time for underground communists? I'm as above ground as it gets.
He's got you there. You've got to be 10 or 12 meters up, at least. That's all you're going to get out of him.
Now, was there anything else you wish to discuss today?
Everett, I'm gonna leave now, but we might talk later. So, on the next episode of Disco Elysium, we will, kill time until 10 p.m.?
We can go talk to Joyce and see what she's got to say now that we got all this information.
Okay.